Hey everyone, what's up? Brian from Reseller Times here for you. ResellerTimes.com. Check us out on the web, blog post, videos, all that jazz. Let's jump into the What Sold video for week 3 of 2020. This would be January 13th through January 19th. We actually had some sales that week. First thing that's sold is autographed Pete Dye book. If you don't know who Pete Dye is, he lives here in Indiana, just north of town and just north of Indianapolis, and he is a world famous golf course designer. Anyway, my buddy and I, he was in town, and we like to go to the bins, the Goodwill outlet, just to see what we can find. He was actually flipping through the books. He's like, dude, here's an autographed Pete Dye book sitting here. Like, okay, let's buy it. So hardcover books are 75 cents there. This is actually autographed to someone, but anyway, autographed Pete Dye book. It sold, what did it actually sell for? Sold for full asking price, so $40.49 shipped. Next up, a Peanuts pen. You're going to notice a trend here. We got $12 plus shipping for the Snoopy and Woodstock on a unicycle pen. So that was an offer to watchers and sold via promoted listings as well. $16.73 was shipping and tax. Next up, another Peanuts pen. That one also sold for $12 via an offer. $16.70 was shipping and tax. Now see, these pens here were actually a retail arbitrage sort of thing. I was at an amusement park and they had this whole section of Peanuts pens they were clearing out for some reason. So got a ton of these pens for like $3 a piece. See, next up, another necklace like what I sold a few weeks ago. These are not super expensive, cheap little things made in China, but anyway, they sell for a few dollars. That one sold for $11.33 shipped. Not bad. They don't really cost that much. You can pick them up at auctions and flea markets and a whole number of places. But that necklace also sold via promoted listings. Another Snoopy pen. Now see, I'm convinced that eBay, when they see something, oh, he's selling something like this, that's what they peg you as. So you sell one, you're going to sell all of them all at once. So here's another one of these peanut pens. This one actually sold for full price. Promoted listings. $21.77 shipped. Here's something you won't see very often around here, clothing. I hate selling clothing. I have a bunch of it still to list to my death pile. But anyway, this one sold. I lowered the price just to try to get rid of this thing. So it sold for $17.96 shipped. Threw it into a padded flat rate envelope, which there used to be $7.55 at the discount rate. I don't know. I haven't had to use one yet since they changed rates in the last week. But anyway, a pair of Lee jeans, $17. Next up, this we took an offer on as well. It's one of those little. Actually, I have a similar one here on my desk. This is a Florida one. Visit Florida. They're plastic pens, so it's like a lapel pen, but that's just plastic, so it's cheap. They give them away like at the rest areas and stuff when you come into the state. But sold one of those via promoted listings. $5 plus shipping, so $9.05 shipped. Not a huge profit maker, but it gets your sales numbers up. Didn't cost anything. Speaking of clothing, we did have one Poshmark sale. Again, I don't like to sell clothing, but we have, I think, around 400 items on Poshmark. I have some more stuff I need to throw over there, but most of the stuff I don't even bother to list on eBay anymore. If it's clothing, it's going to Poshmark. It can sit there forever till it finally sells. I don't care. So it sold for $31. I believe that was an offer. And then they paid the $6.79 shipping. So the good thing about Poshmark, if you never sold there, you can sell anything up to 5 pounds. The person pays $6.79, but your fees are 20%, so you're really subsidizing the shipping on that. But anyway, it's a good deal for heavy stuff. This here would have went first class. Sweaters, sweatshirts, that stuff is great for Poshmark. You can't beat it. Now, small stuff like those necklaces I was showing you, I probably wouldn't bother with. It's like, okay, I'm paying $6 for a necklace and $6 for shipping. That's kind of dumb. Next up, another lapel pin. For those of you who don't know, before we rebranded as Zoom, we were pinshack.com, sold nothing but pins. Then I started adding postcards back mid 2000s and magic cards and some other things, but the branding wasn't working, so I rebranded, scrapped everything, whole new website. So the website's fazoom.com if you ever want to check out where we're selling. Of course, you can see our eBay is just Fazoom. I have 2 other accounts, but we don't really touch those much anymore. Anyway, that sold for $8 via an offer plus shipping, so $12.12 shipped. That was not promoted listings. Next up, another Peanuts pin. Surprise, surprise, right? That we had on sale, it looks like. But it actually sent an offer out, so it went $15 plus shipping, so $19.98 shipped. Not bad at all. Peanuts and Snoopy stuff in general is pretty hot right now. We've sold some other stuff back in, I think it's probably November, December, and still have some listed, but it's not just pins. If you have any peanut stuff, get it listed. For some reason, people are buying it again. Hats. I love selling hats. Hats is one of our big sections in our store. So this fitted Minnesota Wild hat. It's by New Era. Brand new. Sold it for full price via promoted listing. So it was $21.49 shipped. These hats here I actually got. See, it has the tag on there too. $34.99. But these hats I actually bought in a lot, an auction lot of stuff. I believe it was Amazon was clearing out. So it cost, maybe $1, but I had to buy, oh gosh, I got thousands of pieces. So it wasn't cheap, but eventually over time, like everything I've bought is sold for now, like that. That there was part of the liquidation lots as well. So anyway, if you have the room and you like clothing or other things like that, try to find you some Amazon stuff. Our local auction does them. There's some other companies you can do online, but anyway. And here's another hat. What did I just say about like things selling? Very similar, huh? These have been listed for over a year. All of a sudden, it's time to sell them. So anyway, we sold this Buffalo Sabres camo hat out of the liquidation lot. Also a fitted cap, size small. The smaller it is, the harder it is to sell. It says retail is $29.99, and we sold it for $22.51 shipped via promoted listings. It's another thing you'll find is probably over half our stuff is promoted listings, which really sucks. eBay search is not good at all these days. Anyway, our final item that sold. Gosh, I might have got these at like Target or something a couple years ago when they did their little clearance sale, but these are those little blind boxes that you get little figures in. These things are called Mixie Qs. Sold a lot of 3 of them via promoted listings. $14.37 shipped. So that is the sale roundup for this week. Was that 13 items? Way better than the 4 we'd sold each of the previous 2 weeks. So that rounds out week 3. Again, check us out, resellertimes.com. Like this video, send us a message. Heck, message me. You can send me right at the Fazoom if you want. Brian@fazoom.com. I'll get back with you if you have any questions. Check you guys later.